That was such a disaster. Okay, there's the house arrest. Scare the orphans. Okay, yeah. Yeah, we'll give you a raise. It's all the same stuff. The Carpe Diem papers, yeah. Still make history. So we did City Hero. We made the right choice here. Okay. Keep me safe, yeah. We made the right choice. Just an old woman got beat up. That helped us out. Same thing. Dickinson. Okay. Let's try a new tradition. Messenger receives a fine for animal abuse. Old man, of all things, that was a real joke. A sensation. The guy got rounded up by the Secret Service, then a cop arrived, drew up a report, and gave those bastards a huge fine. The cage the poor bird was brought in didn't meet the requirements. Reporters burst into applause and my eyes filled with tears. I'm sure your gesture marks a new age of justice and humanity. There we go, plus 1.7. Mr. President showed how a modern leader treats outdated traditions. He brought up new and trending ones. Okay, so how are we gonna handle this time? Just let it go? I don't have 10 million, so we're not making any excuses. Their accusations are total bullshit. Honey, during the press conference, I waited until they asked a question about the murder accusation and replied that you're busy with important matters of state and can't be troubled with tabloid nonsense. I'm not sure it worked, but there were no more questions. Hope I sounded confident because I didn't believe a word of it myself. I just kept thinking one thing. Ignoring the problem won't make it go away. Holly's father has a growing crowd of support. If he pressures them to reopen the case, we'll be in trouble. Oh my god, I have to pay 10 million. I don't have 10 million, so I can't do it. So yeah, we're gonna pick yes again. Wow. I should have done the close Guantanamo thing when I had the chance. Well, we're gonna do change the genius's mind. Honey, the first ever 28th Amendment parade was held on Thanksgiving Day in DC. We hired actors to pose as individual amendments, and the middle-aged gentleman depicting the 21st was an instant hit. 21st. The guy handed out free beers to mark the end of the prohibition. Surely we showed everyone that amendments are a perfectly normal thing, and even something to be happy about. This parade is all but guaranteed to become a new tradition. Oh god, okay. I think I gotta start using these. So 5.8. Plus another, like, 3. It's not gonna be enough to get it to 70. So maybe I should just continue to wait. Let's check out clone a turkey. Wolfgang Stoffel, science advisor. Mr. President, they'll be doing the turkey presentation soon. It's always the same every Thanksgiving since Harry Truman. The First Lady said she wants this year to stand out. We need to show everyone the heights America has reached during your term in office. Harry will come in handy for that, or more precisely, that first turkey he was given. which missed out on the pardon tradition by 15 years. It was cooked and served, and according to legend, its bones were buried in the White House's courtyard. What's this got to do with our Thanksgiving, you say? It's simple. We'll find the bones and clone that first turkey to show the entire world the glory of American science and its traditions. This is weird. I found the right scientists for the job. They spent their lives hoping to repeat the success of the Dolly clone, and they're just waiting for the go-ahead. We just need to dig up our perfect courtyard and find those turkey bones. I think any fool can handle that, but they have to be careful. Those bones are very fragile. This is so bizarre. I don't know if this is a good idea. Okay, services. Send these 3 on vacation. They don't burn out. I guess I'm not going to be able to do Guantanamo. So maybe I should lobby for one of these. 3 million for an extra 7. 2 million for an extra less than 6. That's so much money though. But I need ways to increase. I need to do this. I need ways to increase approval rating. Lost 1.4. Mr. President, you missed an opportunity to close the Guantanamo Bay Detention Center. You had plenty of time to do so, but apparently it wasn't in your priorities after all. Well, I must say I'm glad you did, because it helped to keep people safer. Not all of them will appreciate it, though many of them hope that you would make this fateful decision after all. Mr. President, it's so gutting. Money like that doesn't grow on trees. President Face wouldn't have wasted such an opportunity. We knew how to get things done. Oh, man. Hopefully I get some good stuff. December 2023. From the people we sent out. Honey, congratulations. Everything's going according to plan. Rickles is fine. In a few minutes, he's going live to tell us where he's been for the last 2.5 months. To be honest, I was wondering what he's been up to.
Well, did it start yet?
Another 90 seconds. That's enough time for 2 more bags.
Yeah, like I'm gonna haul bags around while you're stuffing your face. I don't think so.
Oh, shit. Sarah gave me a Fat Joe's burger again. It's the 2nd time this month. How many times do I have to tell her?
What's wrong with Fat Joe?
Don't you watch Mayor Rickles' channel? Fat Joe hasn't been paying his taxes.
Well, what do I care if some asshole skimps on his taxes? All these fat cats cheat on their taxes. What, are you gonna go on a hunger strike?
According to Mayor Rickles, if all American companies paid their taxes fairly, we could build a university like this in every city.
What the hell did a university ever do to you? You want to pay to go to a university, you'll be working construction 400 years.
The university will be free, remember?
Yeah, who said that? Your pal Rickles? I've seen 63 years of politicians like Rickles. They're all liars. They'll promise you anything just to park their ass in the president's chair.
Hey, I'm not a liar.
Trust me, you won't be such pricks when you've lived as long as I have. Give me a cheeseburger if you're such a liberal. Remember, kids, if you believe what the politicians say, there's a good chance you'll be going hungry.
Yo, 20 seconds.
Now go ahead and watch that asshole and fuck off.
What's gonna happen? Wait, he's eating and pooping and what? Or he's just throwing the burger away. What a waste. Holy shit! Oh my god.
So, should I unload these bags?
Shit. I don't know what happened, but we're screwed. We'll probably have to run again. We'll figure out what to do about this later. Right now, we need a public response to the news that Rickles is dead. What do we do? Go to the funeral in person. Honey, America appreciated your gesture. When the reporters saw the look on my face, they believed I was really grieving for Rickles. If only they'd known I was actually upset. Whoa! Well, we got our ratings bump from that. The president and first lady are heartbroken over Rickles' death. Along with millions of other Americans, the country is grieving together today for the life of one of our finest leaders. Rest in peace, Alan Rickles. Maybe he was murdered. Mr. President, I have never rested like that. Finally, I could get away from all the paperwork and breathe deeply. The sea makes a big impression. I'm ready to work with renewed strength. Mr. President, I cried with pride when I watched your journalist report. I especially liked the bit with a crowd of children running through city streets to watch the rocket launch from a close distance. Manisha fell for it hook, line, and sinker. She's always been too sensitive. She called me and begged to let her come into the office tomorrow. I didn't get anything for that. Wolfgang says, Mr. President, computer geeks will do anything to avoid having to get off their butts. Your guy went through all the databases and archives from the Truman years and discovered a 1949 lawn landscaping project and figured out what spot had absolutely no bushes at the time. Then they used some drones to scan suitable plots of land, after which they were able to easily dig up the remains of that first turkey. Whoa. I need you. Shit. This is getting really hard. Let's sign this. Buddy, when you sign this executive order, the people will be on their way to a brighter future, with a better quality education ready for a wave of popular love. After signing this order, which I proposed, the education level of the average American is increased by 0.005%. That may not sound very impressive, but trust me, it's a huge improvement or achievement. Referenda to pass Amendment 28 are beginning in the nation's first states, but the tragic death of Alan Rickles has so shocked America that it could affect turnout. Antonio says, Alan Rickles was a nice guy. Our condolences to his family and friends. His death coincided with the first snowfall. I don't believe in coincidences. In memory of Rickles, I propose a contest to see who can make the best statue of him out of snow. The winner will receive $10,000 from Tony Estaba. Good luck, everybody. Woody says, who killed Alan Rickles? Experts believe he was killed by auto asphyxia. Friends and relatives are pointing the finger at the establishment. Remember, the truth is always somewhere in between. Material values. Oh, this is going back to the Indian thing. So we are getting something from this. Mr. President, thank you for your help with Manisha. I hope your conscience isn't bothering you. We can't afford to be sentimental in our line of work. I'm thinking about the future of India, and I know that today's difficult decisions will benefit the country tomorrow. I understand, sacrifice the few to save millions. You need to deal with more pressing problems and not just cater to your ambitions. Sacrifice the few to save millions. What's that? A quote from Battle of the Planets. Anyway, that's not the point. Let's get started. We just need to sign the document. Remember, you have initiative on your side. Joint research on dark matter with India. Okay. Let's postpone. I don't dare detain you any longer. I suggest you set out to achieve great things right away. The inevitable results. Ugh. Adam Harrison, chairman of your party. Hello there, my friend. Can you guess why I'm here? You brought me a gift? That's one way to put it. I'm here to give you the golden ticket for another term as president. Rickles is dead, and we don't have a backup candidate. You're going to have to run for a second term. I'm sorry, but there's no other way. What about our deal? Rickles was in our deal. He's gone. When he died, so did our agreement. I don't want you arguing with me right now, but remember, if you decide to raise a big fuss, then that amendment of yours will only be adopted over my dead body. I know you don't like this, but you have to understand, this is a real disaster. But we can get through it unscathed, with our dignity intact. But for that, we need your help. Wait, do I have to play this for another fucking 4 years? Alright, I'll run for re-election. Thank you. America won't forget you. You better start campaigning as soon as possible. It's true you have a higher ratings now than your competitors, including Dickinson and Tabaka. But in politics, there is no yesterday. There's only today and tomorrow. If you fall on your nose now, you'll be out of the White House and your amendment will never be adopted. Honey, you know we can't withstand a second term, right? What are you suggesting? I'm suggesting we go to the polls, but we lose. You can go on and campaign, play nice with Harrison, but we can still choose how to proceed. It's no guarantee that America will end up voting for you. You know what I mean. I get it. Good. In the meantime, just keep your head down and get on with the amendment. But we're gonna make ourselves super popular. Asuka Nojima, Prime Minister of Japan. Mr. President, I have been following your career with great interest. With respect, I am impressed by your decisive actions and bold vision for the future. Therefore, I suppose you might be interested in a groundbreaking new project we are developing. Please come join us for a visit, Mr. President. Honey, I hope you do remember that our employees are entitled to a bonus this month. They did a great job and deserve some encouragement. Fuck. Cyberpolitics 2024, Catch the Spy, Hand and Heart. Well, I have this, I have this, so I can get 3.5 mil. Mr. President, I won't even ask you where you got this. I suspect that the man who gave you the Troshka risked his life for the list of spies inside. You prepared to monetize that risk? Very well, Mr. President. You're entitled to a handsome reward, and my friends in the intelligence community are having a real field day. I don't have enough money. Oh my god, this is hard. Maybe I can get some cash out of this month. Or fire someone. I thought we were like getting out of this, but it's getting worse. I guess I boot Holly or Andrish. Probably Holly. She's our power broker, though. Let's see how the month goes, and then we'll have to make a choice. Cyberpolitics 2024. Mr. President, it is an honor to host you in Japan. Forgive the journalists for their overambition. It has been a long time since we have had such distinguished guests. I hope it is not impolite to ask how you are doing, Mr. President. Things are bad. I have enemies everywhere, both home and abroad. But I am convinced you are strong enough to deal with them all. And believe me, I am not your enemy. You could even say I am your student in a sense. I draw inspiration from the manner in which you stubbornly get back up Every time, it looks like you've been beaten for good. Now then, let me get to the point. Our countries have long cooperated in the development of artificial intelligence technology. Groups of our scientists are at work right now in Harvard, Stanford, and Michigan. Jules created the police robot known as Iona, based on technology developed by our own corporation, Ikik AI. And now it's time to take the next step. You have my attention? Give me money! Inspired by your example, I have always wanted to create something grandiose in my first term, to fix, somehow, the imperfect government machine. And what is the most imperfect thing about the system? The human being, of course. Billions of yen in taxes go to useless bureaucrats, slackers, time wasters, and deadbeats. We desire to minimize the budgetary cost of human error. That is how Project June came about. Can you replace all my employees so I don't have to pay them? It is an artificial intelligence program which will allow entire government agencies to perform their duties with a third of their staff. It analyzes pollution levels to call the cleaning services, keeps appointment records, arranges business trips, and even plans employee birthday parties. It looks for dates for singles, advises the physically compromised on exercise and diet, and automatically sends tired workers on vacation. So what's the problem? Ah, yes. Now we get to the heart of the matter. We have already begun testing the program in one government department, and the results are truly remarkable. Or rather, they have been very impressive until recently. But for the past few months, we have been unable to determine why all the participants in the study are depressed or suffering from insomnia. One even tried to jump off a roof. Their health, work balance, and financial satisfaction scores are all fine. Our best experts are either shaking their heads or proposing theories about spirits like you'd expect to find in second-rate manga. Please, we need an outside perspective. Send in your best experts and we'll share all our details about the June project. Alright, I'll help. That's just something else I'm not going to be able to do. Clara Lawrence, chairman of the Texas Mother Society. Mr. President, every Christmas season, I help kids in psychological counseling centers. Here's a story I've heard disgustingly often. An enthusiastic child climbs on the lap of a small Santa to share their cherished dreams, only to feel something hard with their bottom. Oh, God. These devils in disguise molest our children in broad daylight to satisfy their predatory instincts. All candidates to play Santa should be subject to mandatory testing for pedophilic tendencies. Okay. Owen Surowski, counselor for religious minorities. Mr. President, scientists just can't stop committing sacrilege. A research paper has been announced where some egghead calls the Star of Bethlehem nothing more than an astronomical phenomenon. A triple superposition of planets occurring when Jupiter and Saturn conjoin in Pisces. This is gravely offensive to the congregation of the Children of the Star of Bethlehem. Mr. President, maybe you could enforce a ban on scientists talking their findings up as debunking Christian miracles? I would pray for God to grant your soul eternal peace if you did. No. Robert Greedy, Secretary of Health. Mr. President, several cases of anthrax have been registered in Utqiagvik in northern Alaska. Thawing permafrost is the cause. The remains of infected animals are emerging from the frozen earth. With global warming upon us, Alaska could become an epicenter of deadly infections. I think we should allocate the budget funds to the establishment of an epidemiology center in Alaska to keep pestilence at bay. Okay. Catch the spy. Dress up as Santa Claus to help the head of the CIA. Interrogate officials. Help the Prime Minister of Japan deal with the aftermath of optimization performed by an AI. Well, I do have Troy. Oh, okay. Mr. President, as I mentioned earlier, my scientists have been testing a program called June, an AI created to optimize our bloated government apparatus. During a year-long experiment, we transformed the Committee on Labor Relations into a genuine paradise. We were able to eliminate a few hundred pointless positions that generated nothing but red tape and mistakes. And then June began to concern itself with the comfort of every single employee. After the first 6 months, the committee had become the most efficient department in the government, and June was still in beta. But a little while ago, something went wrong. Yeah, they became depressed, okay. I think a visit from an American delegation acquainted with Japanese traditions could liven them up, or maybe even loosen a few tongues. Could you please send us a properly trained person to interview the members of the committee? If it's not too much trouble, of course. Actually, Troy would probably be fine for that. Mr. President, we introduced mandatory testing for pedophilic whatever. I don't want to read that. What am I supposed to do? What about assets? We still haven't been able to do that, eh? Black gold. We need to get 90%. Well, I can't do that. I increase my approval rating a bit. Okay, let's check this out. I don't know, maybe this will help. Orta Chambers, CIA Director. I'm going to need your help again, sir. We suspect that the Austrian ambassador is actually a spy. According to our intel, he's been passing information along to the Austrian spy network through a personal laptop he keeps in a safe in his office. We don't have any proof yet, so we don't stand a chance of getting a search warrant. But I've got an idea for a way to get the goods on him without kicking up too much dust. And you'll get all the glory. The ambassador has a kid, an adorable curly-haired little tyke named Franz. The ambassador has admitted in a number of interviews that the kid is very naive, loves fairy tales, and has eagerly adopted American traditions. Stockings over the chimney, Christmas presents, Santa Claus, the whole bit. He's also gushed about how Franz likes to play in his office while he's working. I bet the kid has watched his dad open that safe plenty of times and knows which buttons to press. He presses. We need someone dependable who could dress up as Santa Claus on Christmas Eve, sneak into the ambassador's cottage through the chimney, and ask the kid to bring him his dad's laptop. Needless to say, the guy's got to have the right physique for the job. Do you have anyone like that? We don't. We have no one like that. Help Tony propose to his new love. Learn all of Senator's secrets on Elite Gym. Do I just like fire them now, or do I like minus 1.8 mil? I guess let's just see what happens. Fuck. What if I don't give them bonuses? If you don't give the bonus you promised to one of your subordinates, they'll refuse to work for you until you pay them. Okay. Okay. Oh my god, it's so much money. I get it, sir. What do you care if some of our foreign ambassadors are spies? You've got global problems to deal with. Well, I guess we'll see what happens. Your successor is going to have to deal with the fallout anyway. I mean, I still hope he wins the next election, but, you know. We're in so much trouble.